Welcome back, everybody. We're back on the homestead this week, working around outside. The days are getting a little bit longer, so it's a little bit daylight now when I get home from work. And I think my next project needs to be another larger run for the chickens. I have this enclosed area, which is completely wired in, and they're completely safe when they're in there. But it would be nice if they had a little bit larger run for during the daytime. So what I'm thinking about, I'll show you here in a minute, is improving the fencing around the garden and a little outdoor run for the chickens to try to improve their area for running and scavenging and such. So I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, here's kind of the area. If you've been with me a while, you know there used to be a fence right through here, and we pulled it up. And we're gonna have to improve that with a little bit better fencing. So there's gonna be a run that goes from the chicken run over to this corner. I'm gonna have a door, but I'll probably go ahead and replace these corner posts. They've been in for about 7 or 8 years, and they're not terribly worn out, but they could use a little bit of fixing up there. So I'll do that. I'm gonna take this fencing down. I'm gonna put the 2x4 inch square in over to the corner, and then all the way back to the other end. And then what I think I'll do is run a fence between this corner here, straight across over to there, so that this area to the left will be garden, which should be plenty big for me for a garden. And this to the right, this will be an outdoor run for the chickens. Like I said, I'll improve the fencing. I'll probably put a little gate in over here to walk through. I've got kind of a mess out here to clean up. But anyway, that's kind of the plan. And then see, when I built the coop, I put an extra door on this side over here so that if I want them out here, I can let them out that door and they'll be into this area. And I may put another walk-through door here, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, that's kind of the plan. Like I said, spring has sprung around here, or it's starting to feel like it anyway. And there's quite a lot of work to do, and this would be a lot easier to do before all these briars start growing again and the grass starts going crazy. So I think that'll be the project this week. Wasn't too terrible bad. Of course, I'll save that wire because we save everything around here, and I'll reuse that. Those poles, I would say a good 7 or 8 years old. Cedar, they only last so long. They're pretty bad shape, so those will just end up being burned. We'll clean that up a little bit, and then we'll start on this part of the fence next.
Not sure why I made this so long. It would have gone through like a 10-inch thick pole, I guess. Hi, kitty. Don't know if y'all can see or not, but what I'm doing is there's a few fence staples that I have to pull out. But then what I did when I put this in is when I come around the corner, I bent the end of the wire and drove it into the post, which actually works rather well. It kind of helps one thing, it kind of helps keep those ends out of trouble, but it also does add some strength. Probably can't see that real well, but it does add some strength to the fence, you know, and it's like a free nail. And we do anything we can around here for free. So I'm going to go ahead and continue taking this off, and then we should be able to roll up this section of fence and work on the other end then. Ooh, there's always one you miss. All right, we'll roll this up, and that section will be done. We're actually getting low on daylight out here, and but we'll get all we can done. Well, everybody, thanks for joining me today. We got a little bit done. It's just like I said, evening after work, so we're just about going to be out of daylight here pretty soon, so I need to get stuff cleaned up. But I just want to take a real quick minute, if you don't mind, kind of explain what we do here on this channel. For those of y'all who are just joining me, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. I'll just kind of give you a quick recap. When I created this channel about 1.5 years ago, it was to document my kind of lifelong dream of hiking the Appalachian Trail. I took some time off work. They were nice enough to let me do that. And after quite a bit of training, I set out last March. And while I was not able to complete the trail due to my bum knees, I made it 500 miles, almost 480 something miles. So I was glad I did that. And if I could take a quick minute here and just say that if there's been something that's been on you like that, you know, whether it's a trip or it's something like that, or maybe starting your own homestead or whatever, I just really want to encourage y'all to take that next step and just do it. I am not one to do anything on the spur of a moment. Anyone who knows me knows that. But I did kind of take the bull by the horns per se and attempt the trail. And while I wasn't successful, I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. I mean, I'm really glad I just kind of stepped out and tried to do that, kind of outside my comfort zone. So just want to kind of encourage y'all, because I was encouraged to start the trail, and I want to kind of pass that along to y'all. But now what I do is I have a homestead here. I'm kind of north central Arkansas-ish, Ozarks, and I enjoy working outdoors. I'd much rather be outside than inside any day. We've got chickens now after last week, and working on fencing. There's always something to work on here. I have an older brother who sometimes joins me on this channel, who is very intelligent about, he has a green thumb. I mean, he can grow anything. He walks through the garden, drops a few seeds. He's got a cornucopia of vegetables, where me, I do not have that much luck. So you'll see us, we will struggle together on this one. But anyway, and I have a younger brother who has a little cabin down along the Buffalo River in Arkansas, and it's off-grid. Maybe one day, if he wouldn't mind us snooping around there, I'll take you with us, and we'll go down there and look at that, see how he has it all set up. He did a lot of studying to build it. He's still not totally done with it, but he has 90% of it done. He's living in there completely off grid. Also have a sister who enjoys a lot of outdoor walking, hiking. She has a couple wonderful kids. So sometimes you'll see my family involved in it. I try to do things myself, everything I can. Years ago when I was younger, my father-in-law kind of taught me how to build things, work on houses. He was a builder. He did a lot of things also, about everything he accomplished well. But he taught me how to build, how to do electrical and everything. And so now I've kind of taken that up. While I don't build houses commercially, I do have a son who does, he's a builder now. So that kind of shows what we can learn around here and what we can do ourselves, we can pass on to the next generation. I also have a nephew who is into building. So, you know, anything we can learn together and kind of try it and see how it works, the better, you know. But I'm really glad y'all could join me here. And I just kind of want to say a word that a lot of times I'll close out my videos and I'll say, you know, hope to see y'all down the trail. That started as a hiking phrase for backpacking. You know, I'm gonna see y'all down the trail somewhere. I want to meet people, you know, and I enjoy that. While also my channel is about self-sufficiency and homesteading, and really the name Independence Trail is the independence you feel when you're in the woods, you're relying on yourself, you're on the trail, and also on this trail that we're all traveling to get to independence, where we're self-sufficient, we're taking care of ourselves. The government isn't taking care of us. You know, people don't have to take care of us all the time. While we may not live the highfalutin life all the time, I think inside it fulfills a need to try to take care of yourself. So anyway, I'm sorry to bore you all like that. I just wanted to I have a lot of new subscribers, and I just kind of want to explain to them what we do here. So this week, we'll continue on this fence, try to get it done.
Well, everybody, we are back on another day. It's a couple days later. Got off work an hour or two early today, so I thought I'd come out here and work a little bit. It's beautiful outside right now. It's probably 75. Only problem is the wind's gusty, and wind's probably 25 or 30. I don't know. Pretty windy for around here. I tried setting with a tripod and it blew it over. So I set it on the ladder, blew the ladder and the tripod over. So we're going to continue working on taking that fence down. I'll get a few shots along the way, and we'll see what we can get done today while it's nice out.
Okay, well, we got those corner posts out. I think next I'll roll up. There's wire left there in the ground. I'll probably have to pull it out with the tractor, and we'll roll that up. And I will use that wire again. I have probably close to a mile's worth of fencing that needs to go in this year, so I will use that somewhere. And then all I really have left is right over here. I've got a few more fence posts and another corner. I'm just going to go ahead and replace all that stuff. Sorry, the wind is probably causing havoc on the audio, but I will probably replace all this, clean it all out with the tractor, and then put new stuff in. And this won't be too much fun because there's a bunch of briars there. Actually, those are blackberries. I don't really want to kill them, but I'm gonna have to cut them down some so I can work there. So anyway, onward and upward, I suppose. Right, well, that looks a whole lot better. There's still rocks to pick up and stuff, but that's kind of a clean slate we can start with now and put the post where we want. Next attack is over there with those briars and everything, so I'll probably try to get started on that also today.
Well, everybody, got kind of carried away out there and ran out of daylight, but we got quite a lot done this week. We got all that old fencing tore up, all the old posts up, you know. It's kind of nice every so often, start with a clean slate. And we'll be able to put in some fence posts next. We'll cut them on the sawmill and put them in the ground, probably concrete them in. We'll be doing that next. But anyway, all in all, I'd say it was a good week. I hope y'all have a good one coming up, and I hope to see y'all down the trail.